Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. John Megacycle here, and a guest co-host, Revenge. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing excellent, thank you.
Awesome.
Um,
Good to see you. You sound amazing, which is great.
I'm ready to do this.
Excellent. So, if you're just joining us, this is the Megacycle Entertainment AOD tournament. It's a lot to say. I've said it 100 times. It should come naturally right now. It doesn't. I'm an idiot. It's all great. We did the first batch of commentary with Ninja Demon 45, but I wanted to get Revenge in here too. Revenge is my co-host for the tournament as a whole. Revenge is actually also the mastermind who did all the map editing. I know nothing of World Builder. He's the one that bunkered down and actually got all the work done. He's the one that put the rubber to the road, so to speak. So it's really great to have you, Revenge. Just awesome. I'm really glad for this.
Wow, you're giving me way too much credit here.
I'm giving you just enough, which is all of it.
Alright then.
Let's go ahead and get this fired up. This is Pyro Musical versus DorkyDuck. Their first matchup. Round 2 of the tournament. Let's take a look here. We've got a GLA Stealth General for Pyro Musical. You know what? Not surprising. We've got a United States Laser General for DorkyDuck. Also not surprising. This is maybe the second time we've seen a GLA in this entire tournament. First time, I believe, was K-Abuse. Which was interesting the way he did it, but I think we're going to see a similar tactic out of Pyro. Quads, quads, quads. That's basically it. Early supply? Probably to get more workers out?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, he's gonna want to puncture the next thing to move, so...
Exactly. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Little slower out of Dorky, but that's okay. It's unspecified whether or not these players did any real training on these maps beforehand. We didn't prohibit training. Like, if people wanted to give the map a couple of tries beforehand, I think people were just doing it. I'm really impressed with Pyro's micro here.
Yeah, he's spreading out really quick.
Yeah, I can't make heads or tails of this base, but it's impressive. Coming over here to Dorky. Moving everything in order. Looks good so far. Probably going to start dropping laser turrets back over to here to Pyro. Now, what these guys do or don't know, and the reason why I mentioned the training is we've got two events that really occur in this matchup. There's going to be two Scud Storms that occur, targeted at this location, at each command center location, but not necessarily at the command center. If someone moves their command center, sells this one, puts it somewhere else, the Scud is still going to happen here. So the first thing we're going to have is a Scud Storm. Second thing we're going to have, right about here where I have positioned on the map, is going to be a sneak attack. Just a big pile of infantry. So these guys are going to have to be prepared for that. Dorky getting his captures going on. Pyro also getting his captures going on. Both these guys really staying at the line. And there's the first wave.
He hasn't captured the money back yet, though. What?
Neither of them have. Oh no, just Dorky hasn't. Let's take a look at the cash. Pyro on an 1/8 of a million. Dorky at 22K.
Well, he doesn't need it yet, and I'm sure he'll get it soon.
Yep, let's hope he does. That could be a game breaker if he doesn't.
It looks like first wave is incoming.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, saw the first Aurora strike. Here we go. Little movie cinematic view right there. Oh. Okay. If you're just joining us and haven't seen these waves before, this first wave is incredible. They'll bomb something eventually. There we go. This first wave doesn't do anything except move. It doesn't have a Seeker Destroy or a unit hunt order. It's just moving. They're not going to counterattack. They're not going to do anything. So this is an easy early kill. Second wave is going to give us a little bit more. These Humvees will attack.
And they're moving in quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those squads will shred them to pieces.
Absolutely. Now, laser turrets are great. Okay, good. I was going to say, if Dorky didn't have missile defenders in those bunkers, this was going to be a problem. Laser defenders are great. They actually do some proper damage against infantry. The other rocket-based Patriot sites do pretty much garbage damage against infantry. They're anti-vehicle weapons. So, yeah, if he didn't have anything in the bunkers, this could have been a problem, but he's got it on lock, so that's good. For Spectre. I don't believe this Spectre will fire, but it does have a ton of hit points.
It might, I'm not sure.
Oh, nope, I guess not.
Maybe in the later waves.
Yep. So as you were tweaking up this map, Revenge, did you really think anyone was going to choose GLA seriously? Or did you think everyone was just going to either be, I guess, just Laser General? Or did you ever think someone was going to be GLA? Because that threw me off.
Overall, I wasn't going to expect anyone to be GLA in AOD.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. When I saw K-Abuse do this, Scud Storms, okay. When I saw K-Abuse pick this up, that was the first match I saw it, I was like, what is this wild child doing right now? But it's actually, Pyro's making it work. Yeah, these airwaves do not stand a chance.
Oh, and he's got the GLA cash bounty.
Oh, which is even going to be even better.
Oh, that almost got... Does he even have anything in the back to...
He does have a Laser Patriot. Yeah, that could have been game over. Got to be super, super careful. This aircraft is sneaky, and it doesn't always path the same direction all the time. We've seen gunships kind of creep across the border. Like just wee from one player to another and then swing all the way back. Very disorienting, but you got to be prepared for that kind of a thing. Pyro with his first Scud Storm 30 seconds ago. Now this is where you got to make sure that your quad game is on point. Oh, and Pyro just got armor-piercing rounds, which is going to be critical for these heavier units.
If he's going to just stick to quad cannons, I mean, he could still handle this, but...
Yeah.
A lot of more heavy armored tanks, that might prove a challenge for him.
Absolutely. And of course, Dorky showing off the power of the United States Laser General. That Patriot sight is just bananas. I'm trying to get the action of both the players, but they're both at kind of the same horizontal or vertical level. It's a little hard to get them both. Let's do a quick base check here. Dorky moving up with power, kind of spreading himself out a little bit, making sure he's got Laser Patriots every couple of steps, which is good. He's going to be prepared for that sneak attack. Seeing a good, robust Air Force, more power. Things are looking good for Dorky. And that's kind of all I got to say about that. Pyro, very tight-knit. Scud Storm, Akimbo. This is going to be really interesting with both the sneak attack and...
He's just continuing to spam on quads.
Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. So, Revenge, we're about, we'll say 7 minutes into the match. Any feels strongly on who you think might take this thing, or too early to tell, or what are your thoughts?
I don't know at this point. The quads might be good against air, but if there's some more armored vehicles, it might be in favor of DorkyDuck.
How many overlords do you think it'll take to take out Pyro? Is that kind of what you're thinking? Oof. It's like, well, you know what's coming. And I've seen it enough, I know what's coming. So we're gonna just have to see.
To be honest, it's been so long I've been on this map, I don't quite remember what's on it.
That's okay. DorkyDuck moving in with the Aurora Alphas, good choice. I don't think I've seen Pyro use his at all. No, they're still in the hangar. Realistically, with the oh, there we go. First few salvos of that. Oh, and Dorky's offline.
Oof.
Well, Dorky's about to be not offline the second he loses a few more of those Patriots.
Oh, there we go.
And there it is, yep. Oof. Now, the problem is I'm not seeing a big mobile army for Dorky except for those Comanches that are down here. I mean, these Comanches could shred these Tomahawk launchers in no
Yeah,
time.
especially if there's gonna be some air inbound, he's gonna want some Avengers at least.
Yeah, absolutely. Slightly heavier wave. Nothing too much there. The Laser Patriots are doing a pretty fair job keeping off any missiles thanks to their ability to be countermeasures, but still, it's not a 100% thing and they take multiple shots to take down. But still, thanks to the long-range glitch, he was able to take them out just with the laser turrets. So hopefully for Dorky. Hopefully for okay, I'm gonna call him Double D. For Double D.
Don't do that. You don't want to do that.
Okay, for DorkyDuck, we're hoping to see a bit more unit composition in his defensive line. Realistically, he's got some good stuff here, but he just needs more of it. Pyro keeping well in. Holy crap! A Scud Storm is gonna not be good times. Lots of missiles.
Pyro's building up a lot of quads.
And the good thing is I'm really happy to see this, especially. Pyro's coming all the way to the edge, defending 100% of his territory. That's good. Yep. Somewhere over here, that's good to see. That's the one thing I'd be really afraid of for Dorky. Some fast-moving aircraft. Oh, on the side might be problematic.
Oh.
And there's that. Oh my gosh. So we've talked about that before. Having your Aurora Alphas on guard mode is more dangerous than the enemy itself, because they will just attack any enemy and probably flatline half your base in the process. Pyro took care of his stuff immediately. I heard a Scud Storm, and that was Pyro's. Well played there. Oh, here's the Overlords you ordered.
Yeah, well, he's got such a big army by now.
And there's the enemy Scud Storm.
Oh, there you go.
GLA's buildings are pretty darn robust, so yeah, no real losses on the structure side for Pyro. Only a banged up command center for DorkyDuck as well. Pyro seems to have handled that out, just needs more quads. Dorky crawling up the side. It's interesting, we haven't seen creeping up the side like that. Nice mixed battalion.
Well, he doesn't really have time to build up in the center.
Yeah. He's got 37,000. So maybe if he cranked out maybe 6 more dozers, he might be able to find that lineup a bit. But yeah. And this is something that we mentioned as well before, is having your Avengers on guard mode. They'll usually just attack one unit. With those 4 Aurora Alphas, if you spread that out a bit, you can get a lot more collateral damage. Pyro using his Scud Storms to the fullest. He's not even using those Aurora Alphas. Maybe he's using them as a insurance policy or something. But yeah, just refuses to rely on United States technology.
Well, he hasn't needed them so far, so
Absolutely. We did see nuclear super weapons in prior rounds. Might have been Ninja Demon who built those up. But yeah, it's interesting to see so many Scud Storms. Oh, we might have seen a Puck as well. Leaflet drop, nice call. Disabled all those units. He literally cut the wave by 2/3. Now he can take his sweet time to deal with all that.
yeah, exactly as you said, he doesn't have an army to deal with it, so
Yeah.
it's still gonna come down as soon as it's enabled.
He's got these Comanches. He's got a lot of them, and no
He's
upgrades,
not using them.
But yeah, just not using them. The rockets they have installed already, not the rocket pods, but just the regular rockets, are more enough to tear up armor. Let's see here. Very anti-air wave. Couldn't get more anti-air than this.
Oh, good news for Pyro.
Yeah, very good news for Pyro. There we go. Perfect. That spread it out a little bit more. Way better than just using those dudes on guard mode. That was well played. Lost an Aurora or 2, but what you gonna do?
Yeah, Pyro's just collecting the cash here.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, he's... let's see, where's his money at? Yeah. He probably doesn't even have any black markets aside for the ones he needed for upgrades. 1, 2, yeah. He probably just used that for upgrades. All the cash and all these upgrades, yeah. He's definitely being the spirit of GLA with all this. This is exactly how GLA usually steamroll late games and skirmishes. You get that cash bounty, you get a little aggressive, you get money per kill, and then it just kind of snowballs up. You just get more and more and more. Now, you might notice, hey, why isn't Pyro stuff firing? And it's because detection.
Oh, he does have the radar hands back there.
Right there, yeah. I wasn't sure where we'd see him, but yep. Hopefully that triggers him to build a few more of those bad boys, because that could be the dangerous. Now, this infantry wave is very active. So if you were using, at this stage of the game, a very infantry-centric defensive line, it's pew, 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 pew. You're not going to have it for too much longer.
Oh, his unit's just sitting there. He's having a little dozer dance.
Wow. That's new. I've not seen that before. We've seen, in this tournament alone, we've seen like 4 or 5 unit glitches that just do not know what horizontal axis they're a part of and just lose their mind. Scudstorm number 2 coming up. I didn't see any repairs, so Pyro might lose a couple things. Dorky's only got his command center still there, so we're going to concentrate on Pyro for this shot. And that's -1 command center. Also the arms dealer. This infantry wave, not really a big deal for Pyro. When using this quad strat, you're going to have casualties for sure. So the idea of to compensate the fact that you're going to have some casualties is just to build way more of them. Expertly spent for Dorky right there. That worked very well. 2 Aurora shut down that whole left column. Now just piles and piles of quad. Well, the good news is this now opened up a path for the quads to actually make it to the front line. I think I saw a whole bunch of piling over here, which made that a bit more difficult. But now, gotta look on the bright side.
Dorky's moving more up to the top though, and Pyro's just sticking where he is.
Yeah, so that's an interesting observation. So that's gonna be kind of interesting. Oh, finally the Comanches. That's going to be interesting as to how this pans out. Dorky's moving up, so he's going to have a lot more early hits on the final wave. Pyro's got significantly more DPS, though, back here. So from my perspective, it's really difficult to say, oh, Dorky's got first shot, he's going to win. You know, that would be difficult to say. I'm really hoping Pyro pops some scuds, and he does. Expert move. Yeah, Pyro would lose a ton.
If Dorky wants to get this one, he's probably going to want to move his defense down to the center.
Yep. So, expert bait and switch from Pyro. He used 1 quad 2 times to keep all those nuke cannons right there. Enough time for the Scudstorm to hit. That was actually brilliantly done. Well timed. If he didn't do that, those nuke cannons could have dispersed a little bit. Solid leaflet drop from Dorky. Yep, this is actually pretty brilliant building up on the sides if the enemy isn't aggroed enough to go attack. This is just piles and piles of free damage for Dorky. Those toxin bits doing some good damage to these overlords. Any damage is good damage.
Yeah, this is a tough one for Pyro, though.
Yeah, absolutely to your point. More of this heavy Chinese armor would make this a bit more problematic.
He's just got so many of those quads. That
absolutely. Yeah.
He's just willing to take a few casualties.
Yep. Definitely just a volume problem at that point. Well done there. These laser turrets are going to be able to pick off a ton of this armor well before it's even in range. Yep. So we're going to see some losses from Dorky as well. Maybe a couple of turrets, a couple of dozers, but these boys will make it no problem. Oh, there we go. And that changed everything. Another Air Force wave, which should take negative amounts of time to kill. We're coming up really quickly on that second sneak attack. So I'm just going to do a quick pan of everyone's base. Pyro sitting on 83,000. Yeah, money is not a problem for the GLA at this stage of the game. Definitely the late bloomer, for sure. For Dorky, learned his lesson the first time, still adding more turrets ever. Holy crap. So,
enough backup at least.
Yeah. So if anyone's been more prepared for these sneak attacks, it's definitely Dorky with all that laser patriot. Incredible. And this is where we're seeing an issue. Without building a heavy late game economy, Dorky's sitting on not a lot of cash. So as I'm looking around, I'm not seeing any cash drops. Oh, there we go.
Sneak attack. Oh, low power.
Low power. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Back up. Again. Oh, no. Take a quick check on Pyro. I don't know if he lost a Scud Storm there or what. He had 4, now he's got 3, so that must have been the case. So Pyro caught a little bit unawares as well. The unit composition of those sneak attacks is pretty resilient. There's a Colonel Burton, there's a bunch of Jarman Kells, there's a bunch of 4 Black Lotuses that don't really do anything, I don't think. And there's a bunch of Hijackers or Saboteurs. I don't really know all of it, but I mean, that's enough to make anyone cry. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, Dorky getting a little bit of resistance on his expansion. Auroras come in, stomp the yard. It pretty much polishes off that wave in quick order. So we've got this wave, and then I believe we are at the final wave, which is just all aircraft. So again, we're having that same conversation. Did Dorky push up far enough? Does he have enough DPS to finish off that final wave quickly? Or is Pyro going to get it in the late game? Like when that whole wave gets to about here and just gets shredded.
Oh, Pyro's having a little bit more difficulty this time.
Yeah. He'll win it, but yeah, the losses are going to be quite a bit heavier than the other waves. Not too bad. If those Dragon Tanks enabled Firewall mode, or whatever the heck it is, Fire Wave, this could be a different story. And Final Wave has just been sent. Dorky is, as mentioned, first to react. I'm seeing hits. I'm not seeing a lot of DPS, though. Like you mentioned before, Avengers and other stuff really needed to be had. Pyro doing exactly as we expect, just annihilating the wave. Oh, man.
It's getting through, but he's still got more in the back.
That's it. Yep.
That's it.
Pyro is the victor. First round, first match, whatever you want to call it. Not too shabby out of these players. I'm hoping to see a little bit more of a robust round 2. If Pyro's playing GLA, maybe way more quads or move him up to the spawn point more. If it's Dorky, the only thing I'd say is maybe more power control. Seeing him go offline so often was a little disheartening, but he still did good, held his own. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely maybe some more Avengers, but overall it's pretty solid.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, next deal.